injured here. 1v1 Quest Heresy, blue side. Asmondeus plays a Force Commander. Fights melee, good offense, very versatile though, can tank, disrupt and support with buffs. Up against is Blessed Spartan, playing under the name CheeseHead for some reason. Plays a Chaos Lord, durable and destructive commander, fights melee, walks through cover and cannot be suppressed, good offense and disruption. Quest Heresy then, we have and Tex is asking if I am Blessed Spartan, doesn't seem to know who he is. I can assure you, if I was playing Asmon in a 1v1, it would be it, I'd be dead already. 12 seconds in, would have lost all of my heretics, and the scouts would be making fun of my Chaos Space Marines, throwing their helmets around or something. I don't know who he is, I don't think. But anyway, Quest Heresy. Natural for Asmondeus in the north, natural for Blessed Spartan in the west, and a contested VP all the way out here in the northeast corner. Double scouts for Asmon as you'd expect in a 1v1. Great mobility from this light infantry. Fight ranged with bolters by default. And tactical marines, heavy ranged infantry, very versatile and tough. Much like the Chaos Space Marines. Not quite as versatile, but great offense in tier 2 with their marks. Double heretics on Blessed Spartan, and here you see some Corn worship boosting the speed of these Chaos Space Marines, forcing melee on the tactical marines. Here come more heretics, a Doom Blast or two. Chaos Lord not getting involved, it seems. Now he does. Tactical marines get away without a loss, and that is their speciality. 1050 hit points in tier 1. Now the Force Commander taking out heretic models, but now he's all alone. Chaos Lord going after him. Chaos Lord starts out with a power melee weapon, this very cool looking demon sword. 492481. 1-to-1 cap. Asmon has this northeast, but it looks like Blessed Spartan's going to get both of the naturals. Can the scouts get a model of these Chaos Space Marines? They'll be very lucky to. Can we see which looks like they're shooting all 3 models, so they're not going to get a model loss. 1-to-1 cap. Here come some tactical marines to help out. Kraken bolts are up. Chaos Space Marines in danger of losing a model here. Blessed Spartan backing them off, and scouts forced to retreat. Now the tactical marines in danger of losing a model. Looks like we're going to have a cover to cover shooting battle at about 2-foot range. Here comes the Force Commander, has the power sword up already. Nice 50 DPS power melee weapon, very cheap to buy, and down goes the Chaos Space Marine. Also makes his battle cry more effective. Up to 20% damage buff, I believe, with the power sword. Cannot knock down the Chaos Lord though. Map control in Blessed Spartan's favour. Has some raptors, jump infantry that suppress when they land, and here they go, using a jump on the Force Commander for some reason. Now it's on cooldown, and they don't have the energy to use it again. There's Killed a Weak from the Chaos Lord. Can he take down the Force Commander here in retreat? No. Tactical Marines back out of base, using Kraken bolts on the heavy armor of these raptors, giving them a 20% damage boost. And almost took a model off them there. Blessed Spartan tried to use the wall to break line of sight, but didn't quite work. 447, 476. Triple gens up. No, sorry, 2 gens up for Asmon. 1 generator up for Blessed Spartan. And Assault Marines on the field for Asmon. So we have pretty much a mirrored build here, apart from the heretics. Differences with scouts. Assault Marines, jump troops, much like raptors. They are slightly tougher, and they knock down enemies. They don't suppress. 444, 475. What is better, knocking down or suppressing? It's a close one. The raptor suppression does suppress models over quite a large area, which is great. But Assault Marines, the knockdown, you can't retreat out of a knockdown. You can retreat, but you still need to go through the animation of getting knocked down and getting back up, which gives them a lot of time to get hits in. They are, of course, a bit more expensive as well. 450 850 for Assault Marines and 440 for Raptors. Raptors with 1050 hit points, the same as Tactical Marines. Assault Marines with 1200, 400 per model. There's Killed a Weak, missed from the Chaos Lord, nicely dodged by Asmon, going after him now. We got to see at least, yes we do see an aspiring champion heretic squad to try and put pressure on his Assault Marines. We might see him get 2 aspiring champion heretic squads. So I don't think Asmon is going to get Devastators. 444, 457, 475 even. Raptors almost losing a mod to those scouts, they jump away. You hear that racket go off, which is what suppresses enemies. Here come the aspiring champion heretics. Assault Marines wisely jumping away. Very low health. But now the tactical marines are in trouble and they retreat as well. Force Commander going after these heretics who were worshipping Khorne and didn't realise they were getting slaughtered apparently, but now they do retreat. And we have some shotgun scouts. Makes them into a soft melee counter. I say soft because they can't really deal with melee squads on their own with it unless they kite a lot, which is I suppose what scouts are great at. These guys could do with some shotguns right now, being chased by raptors, but they are forced off. Do not underestimate the damage of bolt pistols as you're chasing stuff. Still some pretty good map control for Blessed Spartan, and tier 2 for Asmon gets there first. Blessed Spartan floating tons of requisition. Look at this. Finally puts up some more generators, and he hasn't been bled a hell of a lot on his heretics. Chaos Lord in amongst the Assault Marines. Asmon not wanting to lose a model on these guys, jumps them away. Not cheap to reinforce Assault Marines, but they're running into Chaos Space Marines here. Chaos Space Marines are no slouch in melee, but with the battle cry and the Force Commander in there, they cannot stand up to this and they lose a model. There is Killed a Weak, which might have saved another one of these Chaos Space Marines. It does take down an Assault Marine as well. Tactical Marines now in here. Fighting the Chaos Lord in melee. He's used Killed a Weak, so he's in trouble. He's going to lose the Chaos Lord here. Taken down by that Power Sword. Heretics having to back off. 444, 443, it's tied up basically. Tier 2 now for Blessed Spartan. Asmon already there. What we're going to see, a Librarian maybe into a Dreadnought. In fact, I think we will see a Dreadnought. No sign of an armor upgrade for the Force Commander. Scouts trying to cap this wreck point in the mid, which has fully matured to plus 30 for Blessed Spartan. Is he going to give these Chaos Space Marines a mark of Khorne perhaps, to go head to head with the Assault Marines? Could use some Bloodlust as well. Raptors jumping in. Force Commander's right there, and he turns to engage, and there is Battle Cry. He will do special attacks for 10 seconds, and he buffs the damage of surrounding allies. You see the yellow circle there. Yellow circles denote a damage buff. Force Commander trying to get a mod off these Chaos Space Marines, but Asmon is not going to risk losing his Force Commander. As you can see, Blessed Spartan has repurchased his Chaos Lord, and he's lost a Heretic squad somewhere. Where is that happened? 444, 394, 2-ton cap. And he's getting Marco Zinch. I think that's a mistake. The Assault Marines will just tie them up with their jump, and a huge advantage for the Assault Marines over Raptors is that they can jump pretty much 2 times in a row. Their jump costs 55 energy, the Raptors jump costs 65 energy.
Support structure complete.
Look at this map control now for Asmon, getting a Dreadnought. Blessed Spartan going for some Bloodletters. How is he going to deal with this Dreadnought? Bloodletters are now a power melee unit in Elite, so they can't deal with vehicles. 442, 369. Heretics have taken back Spartan's natural, and he has the southeast for a 2-to-1. Dreadnought is on the way. Marco Zinch up for the Chaos Space Marines, but I do not see Eternal War and no aspiring champion, so they're not at their full potential yet. Raptors jump the Tactical Marines, instant retreat, and here comes that Force Commander. Going straight after these Chaos Space Marines. They are under Khorne worship though, so their speed is buffed, and here are some bright yellow bloodletters. Demon Infantry benefit greatly from worship, health regen, energy regen, and of course the speed buff from Khorne. Here they are using their teleport. They do some beastly power melee damage, and they take down the Force Commander despite the scouts trying to save them with a shotgun blast. You cannot suppress demons. The shotgun blast will knock them back though. And here is the Dreadnought, and Blessed Spartan is going for Plague Marines. I'm not sure Plague Marines are enough to deal with a Walker that has 1200 hit points, especially if you can get in and tie them up. Chaos Lord himself cannot get a heavy melee anti-vehicle weapon. Force Commander's down, has not been repurchased. Yes, now he has. Just waiting for him to get down to 250 requisition probably. If you do not play this game, the amount you pay to revive your commander depends on the level, and it goes down to a minimum of 250, so a lot of players will wait for it to get down to that minimum before they repurchase. Tactical Marines shooting up some heretics. They now have their sergeant up. He has that banner, bolt pistol and chainsword. Actually does more range DPS than the regular models with his bolt pistol, and is much better in melee as well. Fires off special attacks like crazy. 431, 327. Force Commander, does he have alacrity? He doesn't. That was just a melee charge. Raptors jumping into those scouts, who all retreat. Force Commander doing special attacks on all this stuff. It will run out soon, and he needs to be careful. He's taken down a Raptor model though. And Blessed Spartan cancels those Plague Marines and gets a Dreadnought of his own, and he's chasing off the Space Marine Dreadnought with this autocannon, which is the default weapon of the Chaos Dreadnought. Space Marine Dreadnought starting with 2 close combat weapons. Does have 200 more hit points to start off than the Chaos Dreadnought, costs a bit more as well, and of course inspires nearby allies with each melee kill. Those heretics just about getting away with the aspiring champion, and they've leveled 2. Bloodletters take down and wipe out the Tactical Marines. Wow, takes down the Dreadnought as well. Big engagement for Blessed. Huge losses for Asmon. How is he going to recover? There is Merciless Strike on the Chaos Space Marines, and he runs away. Looks like Marco Zinch is working out pretty well for him so far. Has Bloodletters and now a Dreadnought to keep Assault Marines busy. And he's switching to the Power Fist as I thought he would, Asmon. Such an awesome melee counter. Sorry, vehicle counter. Teleporting after the Bloodletters now. Does not want them to cap. And there's a Smite from the Librarian, support sub-commander for Space Marines. Decent in melee as well with his Force Sword, which is a power melee weapon. You just saw his starting ability there, Smite. An artillery spell. Force Commander now has the Power Fist up. 85 DPS of heavy melee damage with Flesh over Steel, which will hard stun a vehicle. But you can't hit moving vehicles with it, I don't think. Or at least it's very difficult to. And now he turns his attention to heretics, getting special attacks. Librarian in retreat should be fine. Force Commander now level 4 and has Armor of Alacrity, giving him a passive speed buff and the sprint ability. So he's going to be very mobile with Alacrity and Teleport. Doesn't want to lose him though. Teleports out and retreats. 431, 155. Huge VP lead for Asmon. But can he recover from losing his Tactical Marines and his Dreadnought? The Dreadnought didn't seem to do a whole lot before it went down. But Blessed Spartan needs to get some map control back. He has points which are considered natural, which he doesn't have. Asmon really using his double scouts to cap the map up. 427, 155. Chaos Lord has the Mantle of Hate. He's going to use that to try and control the Force Commander. It's a very good piece of war gear to try and deal with your opposition commanders. Disable them in the air for a little while so stuff can smack on them. Might want to get some lightning claws as well. really hurt these assault marines. Easier said than done though. Lightning claws are expensive. Blessed Spartan not repairing his dreadnought, which could be a huge mistake if the Force Commander teleports in and uses flesh over steel. Looks like he's been forced off again though. 414155. There you saw drain life on the assault marines and takes down a model with it. Nicely done. Bloodletters take down a scout quick time. Are these guys level? They are level 2, almost level 3 as well. He's now hitting generators, needs to finish off that node, but he's not. Still no Eternal War or Aspiring Champion for these Chaos Space Marines. He's in the Force Commander trying to use flesh over steel. Veil of Time is up from the Librarian, sorry, on the Force Commander, boosting his speed for a short duration. And here's some Khorne worship to boost the speed of the Dreadnought. Khorne worship does work on vehicles as well. He might still finish this off without even getting flesh over steel. Down goes the Dreadnought. Really should have repaired him when he had the chance. Spartan. There is drain life. Returning some health to the Chaos Lord. Heretics use a Doom Blast to suppress the Force Commander and flee. And he teleports right into the Chaos Space Marines. Gets a special attack. Well, here come Bloodletters. That was drain life. And he has absolutely no support here. Another Chaos Dreadnought on the way for Spartan. Meanwhile, Asmon goes tier 3. Doesn't finish off the Force Commander though. That could have been a big difference. Drain life on the Librarian. Bloodletter's in trouble. Retreating. Is he going to lose this squad? There is quickening from the Librarian and finishes off the Bloodletters. Big loss for Spartan. Now he's looking very thin all of a sudden. Really switched around. As you can see, the Librarian inspiring nearby allies with each kill, which is a theme running through the Space Marine army. Dreadnoughts, Terminators and the Librarian all inspiring allies with their kills. Raptors with their aspiring champion on the field gets this power melee lightning claw and a plasma pistol. So everyone likes plasma pistols. Heretics backing off. Level 2 Force Commander constantly smacking those models at. Drain life again. Can he finish off the Force Commander here? He's in retreat. Raptors under Khorne worship. No, they needed to at least all get 2 or 3 attacks in, and they did not. 377155. Chaos Dreadnought number 2 is on the field. But here come some Terminators. Assault Terminators with Thunder Hammers and Storm Shields. Unique unit to the Force Commander, and these guys with the hammers do melee heavy damage. And look at the damage already. That is 1 attack each on the Dreadnought. They are very slow though. They need some Librarian support. Here comes the Librarian to use Veil of Time on them. Such awesome synergy with the Assault Terminators. Chaos Space Marines getting too close. What are they up to? What are they up to? They're going after the Librarian. Assault Terminators now going after the Heretics. Too slow to catch anything. Now the Chaos Lord has lightning claws though. 100 DPS power melee weapon. Scary, scary stuff. Also has destructive strike. The damage he's doing to these Assault Terminators already. Terminators cannot retreat. They walk through cover and cannot be suppressed though, and are incredibly tough. 5,400 hit points with these Storm Shields up. Trying to finish off Raptors as they retreat. Chaos Lord again going after the Terminators. 328155. And another Chaos Dreadnought on the way for Blessed Spartan. Dreadnought just walks through the wall, as you do. Now they all turn to engage the Chaos Lord, who hits level 3. Can he get a Terminator down? No. They take him down, inspiring the Force Commander now. Doesn't last long though. Scouts capping southeast. 313155. Asmon has lost his natural. A couple of scouts died there as well. Assault Marines have lost their sergeant, but they do have thunder and lightning. And here is Chaos Dreadnought number 3. Perhaps Mark of Korn for one of them maybe. Or Mark of Zinch even. Missiles do a lot of damage to Terminators since they're a large target. There is the Melter Bomb on the Dreadnought, and this is a dead Dreadnought, I think. Force Commander's chasing it. There's some Korn worship, but down it goes. He's picking off these Dreadnoughts like they're nothing. And there's Flesh Over Steel, a hard stun on this Dreadnought. Cannot move, cannot attack. Where are the Terminators though? Terminators are mid and they are down to almost half hit points. 313, 142. Huge map control again for Asmon in the ascendancy here. And now has a Predator. It's pretty much all over, I think. Librarian killing heretics for fun. Inspiring these troops. There is Veil of Time on the Terminators, but it looks like they're backing off. Some Bloodletters. These are blood sacrifice Bloodletters spawned out of the body of a heretic. Down goes the Librarian. Glimmer of hope for Spartan. Can he take down the Force Commander as well? No, he can't. 313, 123. There's the 2-to-1 cap. Here is the Predator though, with a twin-linked las cannon. Bad news for that Dreadnought. We'll need to get Markov Zinch to stand any chance with that Predator. Scouts guarding that VP. There's the 2-to-1 cap. And Spartan calls GG. Looks like the game is over. Asmon losing those tactical marines and that Dreadnought. Looked like Spartan was in the ascendancy there, but just kept getting Dreadnoughts. And the Force Commander dealt with them superbly well. This guy got to level 6, basically just killing Dreadnoughts. Thanks for watching, guys. I will see you next time.